Hey everybody, Shep here. Well, today I'm going to be working on my chicken tractor. Yep, so I built this thing in 2018 and I had some meat chickens in it, some Cornish crosses. And that was the only year I used it. I've been letting my wife's family use it. They've had, they've ran some layers through it every year. And I just brought it here home to the homestead this morning, and I'm going to fix it up today because my chicks are getting big enough that I'm going to start putting them outside in the daytime because they're getting big enough now where they are getting quite messy. So when I built this, I just used OSB here and made doors out of it because it's what I had at the time, and for the most part it held up better than I thought it would. It's obviously falling apart now and I'm going to replace it. So I don't know if I'll use new OSB or what I'm going to do yet. I haven't really decided, but I'm going to do that to both doors. And then here, this is just a cattle panel. I bought a 16-foot cattle panel that's cut in half, and so there's part of it here, and then the other half of it's back there. And I think can't remember how long it is. I don't think it's quite 8 feet. Or it might be 8 feet. I don't remember. Close to 8 feet, and I think it's 5 foot wide. So it's decent size, but from just the way it is and the way the cattle panel is, you can see here on the sides, it's bowed there in the middle. So I'm going to take a board and put it together, lay it down there in the middle, and put it in there so it'll kind of help hold it together better. So all this is I use treated 2x4s, and then obviously one cattle panel and some chicken wire and a bunch of zip ties and a bunch of staples to hold the chicken wire to the wood. On this end of it, we got a rope where you can drag it around, move it around the yard. I'm not going to have to do that as much with these. The Cornish crosses, you had to move it every day because it just got nasty in there. But I'm going to put a new rope on it, and I had a tarp on it for giving some shade, so I'll put a tarp on it, and then you can see my chains in there. That's where you hang the feeder. I had the feeder on one end and the drinker on the other end. So I'll be putting my chickens in it, probably just leave them out in the daytime for a while. And then once I get their coop built, they'll obviously be living in that. But until I get that done, this is going to be what they're in. I have a little bit of hardware cloth, not much. I may put it across. I never had any problem with any raccoons or anything bothering the meat chickens when I had them, but there were dogs and other animals to keep them around, which I don't have here. So for now, they're not going to be in there at night anyway, but I may put a little bit of chicken wire, or not chicken wire, hardware cloth across the bottoms just to keep, because a raccoon could easily reach through that if it wanted. And we obviously have raccoons around here, so I'm going to get to work on this, and I'll bring you back later once I finish it up and show you what all improvements I made. Okay, well, I got the chicken tractor all fixed up. So this is 2 days later than when I shot the first part of the video. That day, I got busy doing other stuff, and then yesterday, it pretty much rained all day. I came out to try to work on this, and every time I'd come out, it'd start raining again. So I got it all together finally. So I cut new doors for the ends, and like I was going to, I just used OSB because that's what I had. Everything that I used was stuff I had. I did that, and I put a board across the middle there. Like I said, got a new rope on it to pull it. Got a tarp on it, which these Harbor Freight tarps, That's the absolute perfect size for this. It fits it, like it was made for it. This was the kind like you used to get for free back when they had coupons. But I had a little bit of hardware cloth left over from when I made my corn crib, so I put that on this end here at the bottom just to give them a little more shelter, so a coon couldn't reach in and grab them. But we got the girls in there. It's not really gonna focus on them, but today was their first day ever being outside, so they had never seen grass before, and they had never seen any of that. Ouch. But they're kind of getting more used to it. They had just been huddled all together, but they seem like they're getting more comfortable out here. Got their feeder hung up down there in the sheltered part. The drinker on this end. So I still haven't seen them venture out from underneath the tarp out to the open portion, but I'm glad I got this where I can use it again. Like I said, I didn't have to go out and buy anything. Everything I used, I already had. I think when I originally built this at the time, I think I had like $100 in it. I'm sure now it would cost more to make because everything's more expensive. But the chicks, they'll be a lot happier out here outside, get a lot bigger place. And I still, at least for now, plan on bringing them in at night, just because I don't trust coons and possums. So I really hope that nothing happens to these. I've got time vested in them, and I don't want to see nothing eat them. So they'll come in at night until they're actually getting out of the tote that I have them in there. So that's the plan. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing how I'm doing these chickens, and we'll have some more updates here in a little bit. So thanks for watching.